Hey guys, how's it going?
What do you think?
This year, gaming has really, to be honest, peaked. I mean, we have had so many incredible games this year. I mean, picking the game of the year will be incredibly difficult. And I mean, the year's not even over, right? We've had a new Final Fantasy come out, we've had Black Myth Wukong, and we still have Sparking Zero, Metaphor Refantazio, and a few others that I'm not even
We're safe here.
probably sure that I don't remember. But really, I'm going to be talking about what I think will be game of the year.
What?
And you know, as much as I love Dragon Ball and the Tenkaichi series, I don't think Sparking Zero will be game of the year. What I think it'll be is Metaphor Refantazio,
Someone get here before
which
us?
interestingly enough, I don't see like a very large number of people really talking about, right? A lot of the discussions around like, oh, Black Myth Wukong being game of the year. But I think it'll be Metaphor Refantazio. And really, I just want to get my thoughts out about like why this game looks incredibly promising to me, right? And I mean, really, the first big reason, I mean, this comes from some like really incredible creators, a really great team. I mean, these people made like Persona. These people made the Shin Megami series. Like it's and this game really is sort of a dream for me, right? Like ever since I played Persona 5 for the first time, I've loved Atlus, and I've gone back to some of the older ones. I haven't finished those, mind you, but I've played them a little bit, and even then they were really good. The reason that I feel like Metaphor Refantazio is going to be, in my opinion, for them, their magnum opus sort of thing, is every time I play one of their games, I feel like that style, their storytelling capabilities, and just everything there is to it with this game, it fits the fantasy genre so well. I mean, I very rarely, right, have I like enjoyed a game, right, as much as like some of the Persona games, right? Persona as a whole is very good, right? It has incredible storytelling, it has great characters. And you know, this game I feel like will be different from those, right? At least my hope, right? A lot like with the Persona 3 and Persona 5 mainly, those are the big ones that I've enjoyed the most. But with those games, right, you play a, you know, high schooler, you're going through like, you know, the basic high school life, and you know, by the end of it you have some big confrontation you have to go through, sort of the end game that's been built up for the whole game, you know how it is, right? But with this game it seems a bit different, right? Like sure, you might be like younger, like it seems like you're, I don't know, high school age, maybe early 20s, I don't know. But like the whole point of this game isn't so much as like with the Persona games, it was about sort of come to terms with an aspect of yourself or discovering who you really are. This seems to be just growing and really just making your dream come true, which in a way is the same, but it's also different because this dream is not just like, oh, I don't know, I want like a lot of friends, I need to like get better. It's like, no, I want to like sort of unite this kingdom together and, you know, become the king. And you know, every time I see this game, right, and like the enemies, the monsters, your characters, it gives me this really big dark fantasy vibe, really reminiscent of Berserk. And you know, and I love that, right? Like I really want more games, more movies with that dark fantasy vibe. I really love that. But every time that I see this game, it's interesting. It's sort of like I want to see so much of it, right? But as soon as it ends, it's like I forget it, right? Which is unfortunate, right? Because it looks so good. It looks so pretty. Everything about this is just what I'd want from a fantasy game, what I'd want from a Persona game. It's my dream, right? I love the fantasy genre. This is my peak, right? This is what I love. But with this game is a massive issue, though. I remember when this game was announced and it had the release date, I was yelling, I was screaming, I was like, yes, we're finally here. I can't believe it. I love this. And, you know, I don't know, maybe a couple months, few weeks, I don't really remember how long it was. But after that, Sparking Zero got its release date, which I was excited about. But I've never been so disappointed in my life for a game, you know, like, oh, I love Sparky Zero, like, everything you see with that, it's gonna be good. I'll probably make a video on that. But, like, man, dude, are you kidding me? Like, that sucks for this game, man. I'm sure a lot of people will still buy this over Sparking Zero, but my goodness, dude, that is, like, the worst luck I've ever seen. And it's like the thing that sucks about it is it's not even Refantazio's fault. They didn't choose that date knowing Sparking Zero was gonna come out that day too. They had it first. Dang it, man. This game, I want it to do well, and I think this is coming day one to like Game Pass, which I don't know if that, I don't know how that helps a game, right? Because I mean, like, if it's coming out on Game Pass, why is somebody gonna spend money on this, right? I'm gonna buy it for sure, right? With my money, I'm not gonna get on Game Pass because I do want to support this like fully, right? But I like most people, you know, aren't in that mindset. If they can get it for extremely cheap, they're gonna do that, right? I've never understood how Game Pass works or how that helps like the developers, the studio, you know, people behind the game. Money wise, I don't understand that, but I'm not gonna dig into that too much. But really a lot of what I see regarding this game comes down to the combat system. I really like how you can go from like real-time combat to turn-based. That's really sick. I think I heard that another game does that. I forget off the top of my head. It's pretty popular on the Switch, I think it was. But yeah, everything regarding the combat in this game is great. The style, the style. I gotta get into the style too. Shoot, I'm rambling here, but I don't care. The style of this game is immaculate. That's the only word I can use. It's beautiful. Okay, like I get every Persona game has its style, and they do great with it, right? Persona 3 had the 3 Reload, I should specify, by the way. Had like the best style. It was better than Royal, Persona 5 Royal, and basic P5. You know, Persona 5 really good style, but I felt like that game was more. It had more style over it. The style affecting like the story in a way. I'm not gonna dig into that too much, but I definitely preferred Persona 3 Reload style. I haven't played the original Persona 3. I'll probably do that eventually, but I'm rambling here. The style for Metaphor Refantazio is just really fantastic. It has so much character to it, and in some of the gameplay trailers, I really like the way that they sort of hide load screens here, right? I can like it's really, the load screens are fast, but it's like obviously sometimes, you know, you can't like completely get rid of one. You can't always do that, but they do a fantastic job of hiding it. It just makes it feel really smooth, really clean. The character designs are really interesting too. They make it good. I also really enjoy that your character, the protagonist here, has a voice, right? That's new. I'm really glad about that. And I don't just mean like, oh, during cutscenes he has a voice. Like, you choose an option and he will say it. I really like that choice. It's so good. It's so good. I hope that they do something similar to that going forward. It's just really, really fantastic. And next we'll go with the archetype system. Or I guess, which is the equivalent of like the Persona system. They have a bunch of these like different archetypes, if you will. Like they showed that in like the main gameplay showcase a few months ago, I believe it was. And like I don't know how many there were in there. Let me hold on, give me one second. Let me look this up. How many of these things are there? Has over 40 archetypes. Sheesh. That's really cool. Hold on, let me really quickly read these to you guys. so you can kind of I'll also have this up on screen here, so you can get an idea of what what's talking about here. We have Seeker, Mage, Thief, Brawler, Warrior, Knight, Healer, Commander, Gunner, Merchant, and Faker. And then, you know, just those are just a few of them. Like, that's really interesting. I'm really interested in how that works in the game. It's man, everything about this game is beautiful. I'm really interested in seeing this game. I just, man, this game, I want to believe, right? I want to believe this will be game of the year. Even though there are a lot of games, right? There are a lot of fantastic, really good games this year, but I feel like this is the one that'll be the best, right? Don't get me wrong, Black Myth Wukong was really good, but I don't know, right? I've never really been into that type of game, right? It's not technically a Souls-like, but I don't know, right? Like I mean, you know, games that are that hard, right? Like I know, like, you know, it's like the whole like, oh, get good thing. Like, I don't know, man. It's not really enjoyable for me. Yeah, I don't know, right? Like, I'm not one of those people who likes to be punished over and over again. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't always like that, like, brutal challenge kind of thing. I just want to chill sometimes, you know. But you know, I mean, obviously, you know, no shade or anything to you if you enjoy that. You know, good for you, man. Like, good for you. Genuinely, I'm happy you can, like, getting so into a game like that is really, I'm happy for you. But really, let me just sum up my thoughts here so I stop rambling here. Metaphor Refantazio. That's my pick for game of the year. I know it's not out yet, right? I can't say for sure. When it comes out, I'll definitely play that, and I'll show it to you guys on my channel, of course, here a little bit. But like, it's hard for me to put into words just how amazing this game looks, right? Every time I see this game, it's immaculate. Oh, the music too. The music is like chef's kiss. It's so good. I mean, right? Every Persona game. I don't know about the Shin Megami games. I've never played any of those. But the Persona games, their music is great, right? Like, that is fantastic stuff. But it's like, really here, it's really good. It's very, you know, they really did a great job getting that fantasy vibe going here with the game, and the music, everything about it, right, is just fantastic, right? And you know, there are a lot of games this year, and I hope this one does well, right? Because I you know, generally, I once again, I don't know how Game Pass works, how that benefits the developers money-wise, but I just want I want Atlus to keep doing this, right? Like this, you know, we've had like a similar form with the Shin games, right? We've had similar formula with the Persona. Those are their two big things, right? They do really good with those things, and they don't really deviate. I want them to deviate, right? Because I know they can do it, right? I know, but they have some really talented, devoted people there. I know they can do this, right? If they, I want this to work, right? Because you know, sci-fi is really cool, right? But I want a really good fantasy RPG. I want it so badly, man. It's been a while. I know, it's like the sci-fi genre is really taking over. I mean, I want fantasy, right? I want like a broadsword. I want magic, okay? I love that stuff. It's so cool. But really, I want this game to succeed. I hope they continue to do well. I think the story is going to be a fantastic thing with this game. But really, I'm just scared for it, man. I'm just scared. It's like Sparking Zero, right? It's coming out on the same day too. That's the thing. Like, that's the only thing that I'm scared of holding this game back. Like Sparking Zero coming out and people not wanting to buy it. I already, not a lot of people. Well, I could say not a lot. That's sort of exaggerating. But it's like not. I feel like not as many people are going to be buying or wanting to play this game as Sparking Zero. Maybe that's why they decided to put it on Game Pass, right? Because maybe there's somehow through some insider they knew was coming out. Sparking Zero was coming out on the same day, but it's like, that's really unfortunate. There's more hype around Sparking Zero. I mean, obviously it's a Dragon Ball game, but that game is 15 years in the making. So many. I'm one of them. I'm definitely gonna play that, but
Think of it.
man, I hope it does well. That's really all my thoughts come down to. I hope this does well, because I really, every time I see this game, I keep saying it, but I'm gonna say it one more time. It's beautiful. I can tell the story has a lot of love put into it. It definitely, this is their like game for their what, like their 35th anniversary, and you know it feels like it, right? It feels like this is sort of their magnum opus, their peak now, right? This is like, hey, everything that we've built up to, this is what we got now. And you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like. Even if it doesn't do as well as Sparking Zero, even if it doesn't do, even if it isn't Game of the Year, but I think I want to believe that it will be. This game, I can tell, right? Just by looking at it, just by everything I've seen, this will probably go down as one of my favorite games of all time, right? Because I guess, I guess I'm biased in saying that, but like I don't care. Like this is just my, this is not a objective review. This is just my opinion. But it's like, I mean, you know, like Persona 3 Reload, that is like my favorite game of all time. That easily took that position, right? That's like one of the best stories really given, and it's the ending is really great. I love it. But that's it, right? I just want this game to do well. I hope people enjoy it, right? I want a lot of people to play this. Because nothing makes me happier, right? Than there's a game that I love, I can go online, and I just see a bunch of people's reactions to it, and they're losing their minds and being super excited and happy for it, right? Nothing makes me happier, right? But also, by the same token, the thing that makes me upset is like when if there's a game that I really like, but it's like, oh, not a lot of people like this. It's just, you know, like, oh, okay. And then it's like, oh, they set up for a sequel, and you don't get one. Or it doesn't, or if it's a live service game, I guess it gets shut down quickly. I'm not talking about Concord. I'm not talking about Concord. That game was dog water, stupid trash. But that's all for me. I yapped a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I was yapping in this video. But you know, that's really why I made this channel, right? I'm a shy person, right? I don't like talking to people very much. That's one reason why I don't show my face cam, right? I just want to talk, right? I don't know, I want to be able to talk to you guys, right? I don't know, like the 5 maybe people that are gonna see this, right? I just want to talk to you guys, you know? I just want to get my thoughts out there, and you know, if you want to have a little conversation in the comments about it, go ahead. I'll answer. But that's all for me. See you guys later. Have a great day.